Hi. Okay, so I deleted TikTok like 5 months ago, and if you've ever deleted TikTok, it feels impossible not to tell everyone you know that you've deleted it, because it's one of those things like when you're severely addicted and you literally spend probably like 5 hours a day on an app, over an hour even. It's kind of like just the way your life is, and it feels impossible to ever have a day where you're not looking at it. Finally, I was sick of living my life that way. I was sick of feeling like an app had control over my autonomy and my time. So I was like, yeah, it's done. Hey guys. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I'm just popping in the editing room to say that no one is better or worse for having TikTok or for deleting TikTok. I just want to make that clear. TikTok is an entertaining platform. A lot of really cool things happen on there. It was just getting to a point where it did not serve me anymore. I'm by no means like better or claiming to be better than anyone else for not having the app. An app shouldn't have had that much power and influence over my time, and I just have a hard time managing like a highly addictive app. So some people have better self-control than I, and power to them, more power to them. Some of these this is really scary, sorry. But I started asking people at work what they've been learning, because I found that, you know, instead of consuming all this bullshit all the time, I'd rather be enriching my brain and tapping back into my curiosities. Yeah, just kind of living life as a curious human being. I've found some really, really cool stuff. So I kind of just want to like make silly, fun, short videos about things that I'm excited about learning, and hopefully that can like create a ripple effect and people can start talking about what excites them, talking about stuff they've discovered. And I don't know, my goal is to just like get people talking about things that uplift them and make them question things. So I'm gonna grab my phone and share things that I've been excited about. I found out I started this on April 2nd. First one, Abecedarium, is a book used to teach the alphabet, and I found this out because I saw this book. It was originally at this beautiful bookstore in North Carolina, and it was an abecedarium about gardening and art, and it was basically, actually, I'm gonna pull up abecedarium on art. Okay, so over the centuries, artists, writers, poets, and thinkers from Capability Brown to Derek Jarman have each described, depicted, and designed the garden in different ways. In medieval art, the garden was a reflection of paradise, a place of harmony and fertility, shielded from worldly problems. By the 18th century, this conception had shifted. The garden had become a symbol of worldly power and politics. Today, the Anthropocene, the era in which humankind dominates nature with disastrous consequences, forces us to radically rethink the role we have given the garden historically. As a result, there is a renewed interest in the garden among contemporary makers, thinkers, and writers, driven not by romantic desire for retreat, but rather a call for a new awareness of our relationship with Earth. Oh my god, and this book, it just like, it goes through A through Z, just different photos and like beautiful illustrations, and I love that historical recount of like our relationship to a space that we cultivate and what that means for us based on where we are in history, what we're experiencing. The first thing that I was just really excited to share. this day, this was April 2nd, I think I'm just gonna first like go through the things that I've already written and then share new things like in future videos. I learned that self-compassion is the opposite of shame. I am a big shame bot. Like, I struggle with shame so much and it restricts me in so many ways. And if you just if you just simply have self-compassion, it's a lot harder than that, but like it's cool to know that self-compassion is the opposite. Like that's the solution. This next one I learned in therapy because I also I also have a hard time as an artist and as a creative person. If I'm not creating art, that's another source of shame. It's like, why am I not always making things? How can I call myself an artist if I'm not producing? I at my core will always be me. The only thing that changes is the way I express myself. So what happens when I don't express myself? I learned about the sign language monkey and then was just as quickly disturbed. Okay, so my stepmom showed me this awesome monkey. What was her name? It was a big phenomenon, y'all. Sign language. Coco the gorilla. Okay. Coco the gorilla. And who was the person? Who was the researcher? Coco. Francine Patterson. Okay, yeah. And I was like amazed. I was watching these videos about Coco and I was honestly just really inspired by, God, I already forgot her name. Francine, Dr. Penny, and she's still alive. She's from Chicago. And I just thought she was so beautiful and cool that she dedicated her life to research and had this really intimate relationship with a monkey. And then I saw something about how she would get other people working to show their boobies and to the gorilla, because that's how the gorilla Coco apparently like enjoyed it or something, and that just made me feel gross. Like I just hated that. So yeah, I was disturbed by that. I'm hoping like it's not true. Last thing, rediscovering music as a gift. Music is a potent, reoccurring gift. Yeah. I feel like whenever I forget about a song and then finally return to it, my life is just completely changed for the better. Music really is a gift. Any kind of art form where someone is being vulnerable and sharing things that they've explored is just magic. Okay, I think that was a good humble beginning. There wasn't really a whole lot. I just wanted to share like the first note entry I made the day that I deleted TikTok and the day that I was like, that's it, we're learning and we're enriching our minds and we're sharing what we're learning and we're asking people what they're learning so we can just keep enriching, keep loving, keep learning, keep finding curiosity and whimsy in this media-ridden world. Yeah, put in the comments what you've learned and what you're excited about, and let's just keep this thing going. That's the literal whole purpose. I have no idea if anyone actually will ever watch these, but I'm just excited. Much love. Thank you for watching, if you did, and spending this precious time with me.